Good morning and welcome to the Forex Market Wrap, brought to you by Pepperstone on Wednesday the 30th of August 2017. I'm Darren Sinden. Right, let's take a look at overnight changes, price moves to be aware of. And really I just want to focus on three items this morning. First of all, dollar index and the strength therein yesterday, the weakness in the euro and the weakness in sterling, both against the dollar. Now that's not how we expected the day to pan out, and the dollar did well to find its feet late in the session and rally. The euro and sterling both gave ground against the dollar, and we'll look at the reasons for that in greater detail momentarily. Risk off yesterday then? Well, not so much. We've plotted here dollar yen in blue and the US Treasury bond 10-year yield. We would have expected to see the yen appreciate and the US T-bond yield fall in a risk off situation. Well, we certainly saw the T-bond yield fall, but perhaps surprisingly we saw the yen weaken across the session as the market took a pragmatic approach, I think, to yesterday's events. Right, what's on the calendar? Events that may move the market today. Well, first of all, we've had a speech from the Reserve Bank of New Zealand's Governor Wheeler, so that was out first thing this morning, so have a look at the headlines for that. Coming up at 8:30 GMT, we have consumer credit and mortgage approvals data out of the UK, followed half an hour later at 9 o'clock GMT by services, sentiment, industrial confidence and economic sentiment indicators for the Eurozone for August. Jumping to this afternoon, we have a speech by the FOMC member Powell. He's talking at 13:15 GMT, and then 15 minutes after Mr. Powell speaks, we have US gross domestic product, an annualized read, a preliminary annualized read, I should say, for Q2. So that'll be of interest. Although some people are saying that that Hurricane Harvey may have put a dent in that number and really making it slightly irrelevant. We have EIA crude stocks at 14:30. Always worth looking at crude oil changes, and then to take us into the end of the session, we have foreign bond investment data from Japan at 23:50 GMT. Right, breaking news and comment that's caught my eye. First of all, Donald Trump strikes an optimistic note and pledges federal aid for Houston flood operations during a Texas visit, and I think his more presidential stance is probably the reasons why the dollar and US equity markets found their feet yesterday afternoon. Staying with leaders, UK PM Theresa May is embarking on a 3-day visit to Japan to discuss trade and security issues while she's in the country. And staying in Asia, Australian Q2 construction output surges to a record high, even as building approvals fell in July by 1.7%. So the first 6 months of the year in Australia, construction booming, maybe just trimming back slightly as we come into Q3. Right, food for thought, something to take away with you into the trading day. And with 3 weeks to go until the next FOMC meeting, Fed funds futures show little sign that they expect further US rate rises in 2017. Traders price a near 62% chance of US interest rates being unchanged out to December 17, as we can see from the chart opposite. Probabilities here of no change, probabilities here of a rise. Thank you for your time. Please take a moment to review the risk warning. Trading CFDs and foreign exchange on margin can be a risky business. If you have any doubts about the risks involved, please contact your Pepperstone account executive.